Hallo,
Hallo,
moin.
Leute.
Wir sind Lisa und Greg.
Das
Gore. Gregor, sorry.
Das heutige Video, what is German? A simple answer.
Oh, And today's video is brought to you by Carefree Wandering. That's a pretty cool name. We will include a link in the description so you can head on over there, subscribe to their channel, and do all of the YouTube stuff. So, what is sorry.
Well, first of all, this is a recommendation.
Oh yeah.
By Daniel. Is it
Donovitz?
Oh, Daniel Donovitz in the Discord.
Yes.
So yeah, just want to give props. Out to you.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Okay. So I don't know. I think this is going to be interesting. What is German?
Yeah. Like, what does that mean necessarily? There's like 1,000 comments under this. So
really?
I'd be interested to see what this sparks. So obviously this sparks something. We don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
And because it's not, what is a German?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Germany?
Or what's German language? Like, what is German?
So what this
maybe it's
means
just like, okay.
Is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And, whether we've because we've seen a lot of videos kind of like this, but I don't know.
But it's good because it's different interpretation possibly. So before we get going here, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Help us reach 20,000. That would be amazing. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
For a change, today I talk about something I'm actually an expert in. As you will have guessed from my name, my accent, my English language mistakes, my looks, and my failed attempts at humor, I am German. Today I'll talk about the essence of being German, das deutsche Wesen. So, what is the essence of being German? I tell you.
Okay, so we figured that out, what he's talking about. It's about being a German or person. It's not about the language.
Yeah, and I like that. It's a deep, real understanding of the essence of someone.
Yeah, this is going to be super interesting.
And I like his little beer in the background.
Right away, in a simple, short word, it is purity. Or, as we say in our beautiful language, Reinheit. A bit more precisely speaking, it's the pursuit of purity. Or das Streben nach Reinheit. I will trace this pursuit in 5 steps. I will reconstruct it historically. The German pursuit of purity dates back more than 5 centuries. It's found in what has been very...
That's interesting. I wonder what that means.
It doesn't sound, historically, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Because, and I just had that thought. My first thought wasn't going back to Hitler and his reign and creating a country of purity, of pure people. So it wasn't my first thought.
Well, that was my first thought.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was my second or third.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
and we could be wrong. It could be, that time could have been about something else. But that's what I remember that time being about, is that there weren't pure Germans.
So it's interesting he uses that word.
Okay.
Yeah. But
I could be a little scared right now. I don't know.
No, this is going to unfold interesting.
Okay. I know.
Interestingly, because he used that word.
But it's what comes up for us. And it's probably come up for other people. So I'm glad we said something. And
that's true. It's just what's coming up for us. That's true.
Yeah.
Very much at the center of German culture ever since. And in what has fundamentally constituted, so to speak, the German body since then, including my own. Beer. In the year 1516, Bavaria proclaimed an early, but not the earliest, version of the Deutsches Reinheitsgebot, the German purity.
I'm loving these echoes.
Yeah, I'm getting a tinge of satire here.
Yes.
We're like, okay, hold on. We've done enough videos.
So maybe we need to calm down.
I know we need to calm down.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's
okay.
being a little silly here.
Okay.
Of the Deutsches Reinheitsgebot, the German purity mandate, or better, German purity commandment, because Gebot is actually the German word for commandments, like in the 10 Commandments given by God to humanity. The Reinheitsgebot, the purity commandment, commanded to humanity that the only ingredients allowed for the production of beer are water, barley, and hops. In essence, the German purity commandment was legally enforced until 1987, though it had been modified to include yeast. Until then, it was illegal to sell any drinks as beer in Germany that were not pure beer in its sense. I remember I was highly confused in my youth when, in 1987, the European Union, as usual in the service of global capitalism, forced Germany to abolish its pursuit of beer purity. Since then, for instance, drinks made out of rice, like the US-American Budweiser, are sold in Germany under the false label beer. I admit that I find this impure mislabeling.
Hey, what happened to the echoes?
I know.
He did the little shimmering on it, but
Beer.
I was waiting for the echoes.
I admit that I find this impure mislabeling deeply disturbing until today. American Budweiser is not beer, at least not pure beer. Once beer was purified by us Germans.
Oh, gotta remember those.
I know.
I've never seen those. Well, obviously.
Baby, remember my favorite? I just started drinking beer. I never really drank beer, but we tried one, and it starts with a P.
Yeah, Paulanger or something like that.
Something, and when they brought the bottle out to us, it said Munich.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
You took a picture of it.
Oh.
Didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
I thought you did.
I did because.
Yeah. Paulanger or something like that. It's.
Oh, not this one.
Not that one.
Hold on, guys.
Oh,
yeah, this one. Show them, baby.
Yeah, okay. Let me see. Oh, dang, I was close. Paulaner.
Oh, my God. Is that one doesn't say, oh, yeah, it says Munich at the bottom.
At the bottom? Ooh,
yeah.
Wrong way.
Right there.
Right there. Okay.
That beer is amazing.
It is so good.
It is
Munich
really
good.
Wheat beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says Munich right here, too. Or Munich?
Oh, that's München. I think.
That's not.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's another way to say Munich.
Oh.
I think. Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. It's amazing, though.
It is.
You guys
delicious.
do have good beer. What the heck?
Mm-hmm. That was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It did not take long to complete an important second great purification. The purification of religion. Or more precisely speaking, the purification of Christianity. Mm-hmm. I'm not referring here specifically to the narrow phenomenon of Puritanism, which was a more British thing, but to the wider phenomenon of Protestantism, especially in its German form as personified by Martin Luther, who lived from 1483 to 1546. Luther insisted on a number of purifications of Christianity, including, most importantly, sola scriptura, scripture alone, meaning Bible alone, and sola fide, faith alone. The idea of the purification of Christianity was directed against the impure Catholic Church. This is very clear from the demand sola scriptura, or Bible only. According to Luther, the Catholic religious hierarchies, institutions, and traditions were impure additions to the pure original essence of Christianity, which was found purely only in the Bible. So the idea was basically to get rid of all those more or less corrupt social and political practices and cults and beliefs, for instance in saints, that had no explicit basis in the Bible. Accordingly, Protestant churches today look very different from the Catholic and Orthodox church.
Oh. I did not know that.
Interesting.
The Catholic Church is super ornate. It is one of those things that every once in a while, there's Catholic churches everywhere here in Spain. And sometimes you walk in them and you're like, wow, this is a little over top, guys. And, you know, you're spending all your money on this. And what about all the poor? And it is, it's annoying sometimes. It's beautiful. It's shockingly beautiful, but
So you can speak freely because you grew up in the Catholic Church.
yeah, I grew up Catholic. Mhm.
Yeah.
I was baptized. And we even baptized the boys Catholic.
Yeah.
Because that's what I practiced at that point. And now I don't practice any religion. I don't like religion.
Yeah. I didn't grow up in the Catholic Church, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
Because you were pretty harsh on the Catholics.
Oh, yeah. Well. I mean, I like what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protestant churches today look very different from the Catholic and Orthodox churches. They are much purer, purified from all that terribly impure pomp, glitz, and superstition. Along with this external purification of religion.
Wait, so sorry, we keep pausing it, but I'm wondering, is the dominant religion in Germany Protestant?
Oh, maybe.
I'm just wondering, because he is talking about what it means to be German, and it sounds like he's bashing the Catholic Church.
Right.
And saying that the Protestants are more pure. So I was wondering.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Came an internal purification, sola fide, faith only. Here, the idea was that in order to go to heaven and be a good Christian, what really matters is what you feel and think inside your faith. And not what you happen to do in your life outside. Religion is basically about the purity of your soul and the divine grace or reward you get for that. But you cannot, for instance, trade yourself into heaven by doing some good deeds, or for that matter, making indulgence payments to the church. So for Luther, the German, the purification of religion consisted in the double purification of the church and of the souls. Only scripture and only faith, and nothing else, or at least not that much. It took a few centuries for German Protestantism to evolve into a third great purification, the purification of philosophy. This task was completed by the great German 18th century philosopher Immanuel Kant. Please allow me to pronounce the name here in its pure German form. Kant's main project was nothing less than the purification of reason. He wanted to critically distill pure reason, or reine Vernunft. This purification connects well with his Lutheran background. Kant's purification of reason was also a two-step process. First, we need to cleanse our understanding of that which constitutes us as humans most essentially, namely reason, of everything impure, or everything that has not always already been in reason. For Kant, purity means finding in human reason that which is a priori, that which is prior to when reason comes in touch with anything empirical, anything in time and space, for instance. Kant's idea of a first philosophy was to outline and grasp this pure state of reason, reine Vernunft. Kant's second step, faintly similar.
He rolled his R in the beginning.
He's been doing that.
Yeah, I just noticed that. I think I remember they said in Bavaria is where they do that.
Oh yeah, because Claudia, remember we had Claudia came to visit us. She's the one that gave us all those snacks. Remember, guys?
Yeah.
We were talking about rolling the R's, and that they do that in some regions and some words. Not everybody does.
Yeah, I thought it was in Bavaria, and I also remember a few months ago that's how Hitler pronounced his R's or something.
Oh wow.
I think. Could be wrong, but I think I remember that.
Okay.
Because I remember thinking I better stop doing that.
Oh.
Because I would roll my R's because of Spanish.
Oh, right. Yeah, we automatically do.
So, yeah.
Reason, reine Vernunft. Kant's second step, faintly similar to Martin Luther's idea of sola fide, or pure faith, was to draw the right ethical conclusions from the purification of reason. However, Kant was not concerned with purifying our souls, but our will. Thinking purely reasonably, He presumed we could find out what is universally right, the correct moral principle, the categorical imperative. Ethics need to be purified by cleansing it from all impure, pragmatic, or worse, emotional components. This would result in a purified reiner Wille, the pure will, the principles of our actions arrived at by pure reasoning. Pure will was, according to Kant, the only thing that could truly be labeled good in a moral sense. Everything else, what we feel or the results of our actions, are by definition somehow impure. And therefore, they don't really have moral value. The only thing that counts is the pure will to apply a purely moral principle. The next step, the fourth great...
It almost seems like he was like taking out emotion and like thought and using reason was more pure. But sometimes your emotions guide you. So I'm not sure if I 100% agree.
Sometimes
with
they guide you, but sometimes they get in the way and make you do things you shouldn't be doing.
But then you like, it's like you avoid that gut feeling.
Yeah.
That gut feeling is what should pull you of what feels good and what feels bad, what feels wrong, what feels right. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I guess it's a little bit of all of it.
German purification is notorious for its colossal extremism and for constituting the German eternal sin, the purification of race. In a sense, it was a dramatically misguided attempt by the Germans after the purification of their beer, religion, and philosophy to take the obsession with purification to the next level and to finally purify themselves, the German race. The core of Nazi ideology was the purification of the German race, Rassenreinhaltung. Keeping the race pure was the leading concern. In fact, in the context of the ethnic purification project of the Nazis, beer, Luther, and Kant, while not specifically fascist as such, were all able to thrive under Hitler, at least partially. And the Nazis tried to use all three in some form. Beer drinking was common among soldiers and perpetrators of violence. The Nazis and some, but not all, Lutheran churches supported one another. Kantianism was academically established. The Nazi philosopher Hans Heise was a Kantian. Hitler cherished Kant's philosophical purification efforts and praised him for the complete refutation of the teachings which were the heritage of the Middle Ages and of the dogmatic philosophy of the Catholic Church. And Adolf Eichmann, one of the organizers of the Holocaust, infamously defended himself on the basis of Kantian principles. Of course, after the fall of the Nazi regime, Nazi ideology was sharply condemned and outlawed in Germany. And especially after the reunification of 1990, Germany developed a whole civil religious remembrance culture to distance itself from Nazis. In this way, the German pursuit of purity was sort of halted by the Nazi excesses. However, the German spirit and its pursuit of purity could not be repressed forever. In the 1980s, a new post-Nazi or better anti-Nazi movement for purity flourished, the Green Movement. Its aim was the purification of nature. The Green Movement, like Protestant religion, is of course not just a German phenomenon.
That's interesting because they're really good at
recycling.
Recycling and environmental, like they're at the forefront of all environmental discussions and everything.
Yeah, interesting.
That's interesting.
Okay.
But like Protestantism, its emergence is closely tied to German culture, German people, and the German spirit. Importantly, the German Green Party manifests the political power of the environmental movement. It is arguably the most successful and most influential Green Party in the world. It's currently in government and thus represents contemporary Germany on the global stage. For instance, in person of Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock. She manifests the contemporary German political pursuit of purity. It should be added, though, that after the Nazi catastrophe, Germans are not even that comfortable with the word rein anymore. The ecological movement still pursues.
Well, that's what we said when we heard that. We were like, what does that mean?
Right.
So,
with the word rein anymore. The ecological movement still pursues purity, now applied to nature, but it prefers to use different words like sauber, clean. The Green Party emerged from the anti-nuclear power movement, which conceived of itself first and foremost as a movement for clean energy, for saubere Energie. In the course of cleaning up energy, everything else in nature was supposed to be cleaned up as well. Clean water, sauberes Wasser, clean air, saubere Luft, in order to eventually achieve Natur pur, pure nature. The new German pursuit of purity as environmental cleanliness is expressed most directly in the attempt to even clean up our garbage. Germans have been pioneers in Mülltrennung, the separation of different kinds of garbage in order to prepare it for recycling. As I can attest from myself and my German friends and family members, the concern for clean garbage has significant ethical consequences, reconnecting Germans with their Lutheran and Kantian heritage. In my view, it is pretty clear that German Mülltrennung is a further manifestation of the secularization process of Protestantism and an internalization of a Kantian ethics of duty. Let me explain. While people in Germany are often no longer religious, they tend to feel very strongly about separating garbage properly. This is a major sin, reflecting something like an impure soul. Many people, including myself, have internalized this so much that we actually clean any items before throwing them in the proper recycling containers. We also feel that it is a Kantian responsibility to enlighten our fellow human beings about the imperative of garbage separation. Those who do not separate may need to be publicly shamed. Importantly, we Germans separate our garbage out of duty, not simply for utilitarian reasons, although we know or have good reason to suspect that the separated garbage will be eventually dumped together by the garbage company. Even German media report this. We still insist on the moral imperative to separate that garbage. It doesn't matter how and where the garbage ends up. The main thing is the reiner Wille, the pure will to Mülltrennung, or garbage separation. This is what counts for the German spirit.
Wow.
We knew it was deep, but we didn't know why.
Yeah.
And
what do you mean? What you knew? What was deep?
Their recycling habits.
Oh. Yeah.
But it's just that duty, and it probably feels good. So they are going by their emotions of what it feels right. Yeah. And it's a shame. They're probably so mad. I would say a different word. That the garbage is ending up being put together, and they're doing all this work for nothing, and they're trying to, have this clean environment. Yeah, so that's probably annoying. Yeah, but they're really trying it. It's great. I mean, washing them and everything. That's great.
Yeah.
To the German spirit and the pursuit of purity. Prost.
Prost. Pure beer. Okay. All right. Well, that was really good. That was really good and really interesting because it just makes you realize that there's a lot within the German culture that's about purity. Hitler just went a little crazy.
He just went a little crazy
and took it to the next level. That's what he was saying. But it's like, I think the recycling effort, like you talked about, it's goes back hundreds of years.
Yes.
It's deeper than
right. It is the essence.
Yeah.
That is an essence of someone. So him using that word made sense in this, because it's deeper than just like a surface thought or, you know, an arrogant or ego way of thinking. It's, you know, an ego way of thinking is just that we're just better. But
so I'm wondering, do you think that, and you guys can, you know, chime in on this too, but I'm wondering if, like, because of the mentality of purity, like for the beer and Protestants and Kant, does that created an environment for Hitler to even exist? He can come up with something else that's purity.
That's what he was basically saying.
That's what he was saying.
That he just tacked on to that energy of who they are and just made it about them. Yeah. Physically them. Yeah. And it's like, oh no. Let's not go that far.
Yeah, let's not go that far. But anyway, I mean, I guess that's a part of the history there. So, all right, let's take a look and see what the people got to say. So it's not beer. It's my favorite part. That was funny because it wasn't satire as much.
Yeah, I know.
A couple satire pieces in there.
Right.
Okay, so when I flew to Germany many years ago, I had a pretty bad fear of flying. An older German lady next to me picked up that I was nervous. Are you afraid of flying? She asked me. Do not worry. We are. She's German.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Do not worry. We are coming down one way or another. I've never heard of a plane just staying up there. I remember being struck by how funny that was, and yet how little I laughed. I was taking a laugh about it now.
Yeah.
This video immediately reached the edge of the cliff between real culture analysis and satire. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we were like, what is happening? And it stayed there for its whole length. Little masterpiece. It was really super interesting.
This guy was, I like this guy.
I really like him. We'll have to see if there's anything else by him.
I know. He's a good find.
Yeah. So, well,
let us know if you think he's a good find.
Yeah. Hopefully you liked it. If you did like it, you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. That way you'll, be notified when we put out our next videos. Wie immer, danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Video.
Bis dann.
Peace.